Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay, there's a lot going on. Jay-Z is getting his just due. You reap what you sow. You do. You can't go around doing horrible and evil and expect nothing to come back to you. That life, the world does, the universe doesn't work like that. Malcolm Jamal Warner lost his life by drowning and in Costa Rica with his family on a family vacation. OMG, I could only imagine. Scary. And Duchess Meghan Markle, they're always calling her a fraud. But however, I would like to shed a little bit of light on her as far as what she has achieved before she became a royal, because she's a self-made woman. She did it herself. Now, of course, she had help along the way by working and this, that, and the other. But now, Jay-Z. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, when you become, how can I say, a mogul, a millionaire, you get into the business world, you're a rapper. You don't get there by being beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but by being, I wouldn't say cutthroat, but I would say you get there by being fair and treating people with dignity and respect. However, that wasn't in the memo. The first person who he screwed over was Dame Dash. Okay. That was the first person. And he was driven by desire to never go back to the projects. And I get that. I get it. Many people understand that. Many people do not want to go back to humble beginnings, as Toni Braxton did. She just did not pay too much attention to her money, her accounting, what she brought in, what she took out. She ignored that. Jay-Z didn't. He was on to everything, every penny. He most definitely exploited to take that penny and get $5 out of it. You don't get that by being kind. But you can leave right here. Thank you. Thank you. You don't get that by being kind, unfortunately. But it does not mean that you cannot be fair. Maybe that's my bleeding heart. Maybe that's what that is. I'm a bleeding heart type of person. Okay, don't tell anybody. I'll deny it. Okay, now Jay-Z. Now Nessa Diab. Now Nessa Diab, a longtime media personality and partner of the former NFL quarterback and civil rights icon Colin Kaepernick, has come out swinging, alleging that Jay-Z Rock Nation CEO Desiree Perez. Now, this woman is going to be his downfall, okay? I don't know how she went from prison to CEO Rock Nation. I don't get it. She was moving large quantities of rugs. Not allegedly, because she was convicted of it. And she was convicted of cartelis. Okay. She was connected to those things, but she got connected to Rock Nation. Interesting and suspicious indeed. However, Desiree Perez orchestrated that she calls smear campaign tactics, not only against her former partner, but against global rappers and superstar like Nicki Minaj, not to mention her own daughter. Okay, that right there is a whole level of wah. She hates the fact that her daughter married a black man and they've been married for 16 years. And when she got into Rock Nation, then she started to do ugly things against her daughter's man, trying to get him locked up. All of this under the umbrella of Rock Nation. Now, Jay-Z has fallen asleep at the wheel, or if not, he just doesn't care as long as the money's coming in. Well, she is going to cause him a lot of financial hardship, most definitely, but it continues on. So Denab drew parallels between the treatment of Minaj and Kaepernick, accusing the powerful entertainment and agency of strategically co-opting movements and silencing dissidents, all while collecting millions from institutions seeking public redemption. One thing that is going to happen, that Desiree is going to find out the hard way, is that you can't get redemption by doing dirty underhand tactics, doing terrible things to people in order to get ahead. No, it never works, and it always comes back. And I gotta say, the chickens are almost ready to come home to roost. Almost. It's coming, right? But Colin Kaepernick is out there, you know, out there for social justice and to make sure that people who are wronged are able to are able to get justice, because so far this has been a total thing of injustice, but that right there is turning around. So Nicki Minaj, she's out there, she starts saying a little thing here and a little bit there. But since other people came out and Jay-Z's alleged son is coming out and say, yo, dad, you're my dad, and you need to acknowledge me. And yeah, my mom was underage. I mean, man, oh man. I mean, it's coming at him in full swing. That's all I could say. Everything is coming down around him. I mean, first it was P. Diddy. Now Jay-Z. Who's next? I mean, I see Tyler Perry hanging there, and I see, what's his name? DJ Khaled. Thank you. Oh, I'm live streaming.
You said to give you one.
No. Ice water. Sorry about that. DJ Khaled. All those people that were in that picture I showed maybe about a month and a half ago, they're all, everything what they have done is coming back to them in full circle, and it's going to be rough. And it's like, I see you, but I don't want to be you. Like one of those types of things. Now let me, where's it at? Now this one right here, I find it interesting, right? Malcolm Jamal Warner. Now, whenever I see celebrities, I think, and things happen to them, I automatically think, conspiracy. I mean, I have a little bit of age on me, and I know one thing what entertainment, media, Hollywood does is they take out life insurance policies out on the people like other businesses do. Like you may work at Walmart, okay, not Walmart, but you may work at a company named Schmo, right? Schmo LLC. And you work for them. These businesses take out life insurance policies out on their employees. If anything happens to them, they get recouped. They get a life insurance policy. So imagine you're Malcolm Jamal Warner and you've been in the industry for a long time and you made some money over the years. When he passes, that life insurance policy kicks in. Now, I have to say, some people have passed on strange circumstances. That's all that I can say. Wait a minute. I think let me see. Okay, I think goodness, my knee is killing me. And I'm trying to get my knee in a better position to where it hurts less. Thank you so much. Forgive me. So let's get into this article. He dies at 50. He's young, 54 on a family trip. Oh my goodness. Devastating. Malcolm Jamal Warner passes at 54. People magazine confirms. Huh. According to a source, the actor was on a family trip. He was best known as Bill on Cosby Show. Yeah, he'd been on there for like what, like I don't know, 10 years, somewhere like that. Okay, the actor was in Costa Rica on a family vacation and drowned while swimming. I'm gonna hold reservation on it. I got to see what else comes out. Okay, the rep for Warner did not immediately respond to the request for comment. Okay, and that's when he was young. Lisa Bonet, Rudy. Oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad. Okay, we all share new unique experiences. I mean, whenever you think about the Cosby Show, and 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 forget about how you may feel about Bill Cosby, right there doesn't really matter at all. It doesn't matter how you may feel about him, but to the Black community, we only seen Black representation as uh ladies of the night, rug dealers, thieves, nothing positive. And even though what the media was putting out there about Black Americans back in the 70s and 80s and 90s was, we call Black exploitation, because that's all you were able to get as far as working as an actor. Better roles didn't come in not until the Cosby Show, when he did Fat Albert and then moved into other things. So he was responsible in showing Black people in a positive light, and there are other incidents of that. But other than that, when you see the Black exploitation, that goes around the world. And then when people come in from other countries, oh, Black people are gangsters, and they're prostitutes, and they're rug addicts, and they're liars and thieves, and you can't be around them. No, stuff like that. But however, you had Black people moving higher up into entertainment, like Bill Cosby, that said, no, that right there is not true. This is true. Because we did have Black lawyers and doctors and politicians and Black people being in a positive light, showing that we were a credit to society. And I gotta say, through Malcolm Jamal Warner and his portrayal of his being a son, and showing what people go through in a middle class realm in Black society. So that was really good to be able to put that out there. Now, having said all that, I say this: he's going to be terribly missed, because he was most definitely a credit to not only Hollywood, because he was one of the better people that didn't sell their souls for 30 pieces of gold. And you could basically know when they're doing all like this, when guys are doing this, man, oh, ooh, that's the masculine. Whenever I see Donald Trump, he's going on a down feminine, and I'm going to leave it right there. I got enough problems. I don't need anything additional. I just want to show that. Now I did, right? So it's really sad that he passed. Now, Meghan Markle, Duchess Meghan Markle. Oh my goodness, the British cannot leave that woman alone. British, can you leave her alone? Look. Let me just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and just show it. Because your hate is on another level. And she has to be nice to you. She has to be, being part of the royal family. Look, Meghan Markle is a fraud who is milking get the heck out of here. She's milking the royal family? Really? Um, wasn't the reason the split between her and Queen Elizabeth was a business deal that Meghan Markle started and the British royal family tried to get their grubby hands on? She goes, oh no, this right here is for me and my husband, us. Okay? I'm working. I'm working in the firm. You're paying me to work. I'm doing that. Now, because I have energy to where I can do this job and also have other businesses out there and still do this. And you, man, okay, Americans, we are natural go-getters, right? We are. She's up 5 o'clock in the morning doing yoga. Now, I'm not doing that, okay? You get yoga, you do some weird stuff. Take your leg and wrap it around your head 3 times and then stick out your big toe and say, dude, right? I'm so silly. But however, Americans, that's how we are. If you come from California, New York City, DC, the major cities, business is going. Business people are up and going. Detroit, Chicago, Dallas, Miami. I'm just only naming a few, right? So Meghan, Duchess Meghan, already being a self-made woman. I'm sorry. She made her cash. She made her money. Now, she was rich. She wasn't wealthy, but she was rich and she did it on her own. She went out there and she got that money. Let me go ahead and show you because she worked. She made her money. Y'all haters, and you're a volunteer hater at that, right? So here, let me move this aside. Let me move this over a little bit. Let me see if I can. All right. Meghan Markle is a fraud, as ever is about making her fame from marrying. Man, y'all are some hateful people. Oh, some hateful people. And your hate comes from insecurity and jealousy. No, I'm going to make sure. I want you to see me say this. I want you to see this. Your hate comes from insecurity and jealousy. You're jealous. Jealousy. And you can say, oh, Big Girl Diary. No, I'm not. We're not jealous. Yes, the hell you are. Because every time I look over there in England, whether if it's Page 6 or Daily Mail, whatever it is, it's always something negative. You have nothing negative at all. You have nothing nice to say about Duchess Meghan. Whereas Princess Kate, all the other royals, you have something positive to say. But she came in with her own money. What other royal that married into the family that had money and an education? I'll wait. Because Duchess Meghan went in there with a master's degree and she was an honor. So she went in there not being a stupid woman, and she went in there with her own money, and she was able to say, yo, you know, Harry, because Harry went after her. She didn't go after him. He went after her. That's exactly what he said, because he saw her on some social media and he said, I want to meet her. And met her at some sort of function. And they dated for a while. But your jealousy is noted. Your hate, I don't know. You really should apply to be a hater, because hating for free, it's not a good business plan, and it's not a good job to go for. I'm going to hate for free. I'm going to be a volunteer hater. But let me go ahead. All right. So here, see, where is it? So she has her own stuff. Now she makes her own jam and she cooks. I mean, I look, I already know that I already know that her mom throws down in the kitchen. Okay. I know she throws down in the kitchen because Harry said the first time he ate her cooking, he's like, "Oh my God, flavor, flavor, flavor. I never had flavor before." Let me stop. Flavor. She made her money. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I'm looking at different. Okay, that doesn't matter here nor there. So these are her ventures, and all this occurred after when she left the royal family. She left, hit the ground running, out there working, out there setting up, networking, making money, open up these charities, opening up her businesses, and making money for her family, and her husband. Her husband's doing the same thing, out there getting Viticus games going around the world, meeting with different dignitaries and getting that going. But however, the haters have a problem with it. And of course, the younger brother is overshadowing the older brother, and they don't like it. Well, I want to say this: get over it. Get over it. All right. Now here, I'm gonna try to move this over. Okay, that's not working out the way I would want it to. But I thought this was the one that had all her business ventures. And look, look at that. They naturally love each other. They do. And you all hate on that. Oh, she's gonna divorce him, take his money. He has no money. he has no money. They kicked him out and said the only money you get is what Princess Diana left you. You get nothing from the firm. You're out. So all this, her marrying him for his money, you are fools. You are complete fools. But here, see, I can't move this over to see this right here, but okay. Some of the top creators make up 1 million or 740,000 euros a year, with a cut between 10 to 30% per item. Okay. She also has a Netflix, and people are saying, "Oh my goodness, the Netflix, it's not going anywhere. They're going to cancel." How do you know this? No, really. I would love to know. I would love to know how you know that Netflix is going to man, I went the wrong way. Wait this way. How do you know Netflix is going to cancel their contract? How do you know? And what meeting did you sit on to find out that information? All this speculation, this clickbait mess has to stop. It's ridiculous. I mean, if you spend all day, every day writing negative articles about Duchess Meghan, I hope, just this right here, that Prince William is paying you enough money. Just know who's paying you, because everybody knows who. Okay, we all know who's paying you. The royal family, because they're cheap. They're cheap as all outdoors. You might be getting maybe $5 an hour. Let me stop. They're not paying you what you're worth. Okay, they're not doing it. The royal family's cheap as hell. They're cheap, and then they always squeeze the masses. Hey, we have less people, but we need more money. So Princess Kate can take 50 vacations in 1 year and work only 5 days out of the year, so that she could be on vacation for 354 days a year. That man, that's all I gotta say on that, because it's really ridiculous. You spend all your time hating on Duchess Meghan. You have no real reason or credible reason to do so, but you do it. It would be shocking if he had anything nice to say, but I digress. Okay. But just so that you know, understand that we all know that you're a hater, you're jealous, and you're insecure. I don't know why you're insecure about a woman you never met, but hey, people are insecure through proximity. I'm jealous and I'm insecure. But I digress on that point. I do. Oh man.